So both teams are ready, and we're gonna jump straight into the draft. What I also said, by the way, was that we have a Falstad skin, Stormlord Falstad skin giveaway. So we will get into it later on. Hopefully, I can find some time to launch it properly. But seriously, I don't want to delay the teams too much here, so we'll jump straight into the draft here. So the first game that we see that was picked here is going to be Cursed Hollow. And actually, let me see again what we had here in the map draft. So Team Chirand actually started the ban. They won the coin flip. Or not, sorry, MVP Bronze actually won the coin flip, and they decided to give them the first map pick. So Chirand decided to go with Warhead Junction ban, MVP Dragonshire ban, and Cursed Hollow is a pick here. A little bit surprising about the Dragonshire, and I mean, I'd expect to see Braxis hold out or Battlefield of Eternity. You know, those two maps are very similar, and they're usually getting banned, but it's not going to be the case here. Yeah. I think they're still waiting for me, possibly, I'm not sure. I just let them know that they can actually start the draft. Alright, so sorry about the production value here. I'm really trying to step up to Epic Sir, not trying to be on his level. But yeah, I guess I got cursed by him with this main screen shenanigans. Alright, so we did start here with the drafting, and the first ban here is going to go to MVP Bronze, and they're going to start with Brightwing as their first ban here. Interesting. Or did they? No, it was Chirand with the first ban of Varian, right? Varian still bugged here on Stormcraft. Oh, no. Sorry. Bronze, Brightwing, first ban, Varian, second ban, Thrall first ban, first pick here for MVP Bronze. A little bit surprised about the Variant ban. I don't think he's a high, like, again, in my opinion, I don't think he's worthy of being first ban, especially not in Cursed Hollow. Not surprised about the Brightwing ban. I don't think it's a first priority ban either. If you want to eliminate globals, I think there are better options at the moment. Falstad surely comes in mind as the first here. Thrall, great pick here. Usually want strong solo laners here because the map is so big. You will oftentimes end up with 1-2-2 split normally, or even 1-3-1. So Thrall really fits it. You have a very strong solo laner, and he provides, of course, a decent amount of poking through his Chain Lightning around the tribute. So not a big surprise here to see the Thrall pick. And Chirand are going to respond with Li Ming and Tassadar. Both of them really great picks, especially Li Ming on this map. She is kind of in a vacuum, very, very solid on this map. She provides a lot of poking and can really help stall out the tribute if need be, and really helps out draining the enemy's resources through the constant poking. Tassadar, of course, great pick overall. Almost doesn't matter what map you're talking about, simply because he enables so many other heroes. Or rather, he doesn't only enable heroes you would usually not play, but he also enables different playstyles for heroes you would play, like Vala, for example. You can play a lot more aggressive as a Vala player if you have a Tassadar on your team. MVP Bronze are going to go secure their ETC and Malfurion, two very, very strong picks here for them before the first round of bans here. Not a big surprise. ETC amazingly strong, especially in this map. You go stage dive, all of a sudden you have a tank with global. Of course, stage dive not a must, but it's pretty much the best pick you will almost always have here on this map. Simply because of the sheer size of it, and of course stage dive gives you the global mobility. Malfurion, of course, currently considered by many to be probably the best support in the game, provides a ton of utility through root, through poke, and of course his heal is, while not bursty, it's very, very good. And of course he provides you sustain through the innovate that he has as his trait. As far as bans go, so MVP Bros realizing Tassadar enables a lot of heroes, and I guess they are afraid of the most of a Tracer. So they're gonna go quickly and ban the Tracer, and Chirand gonna limit the globals on this map almost entirely through banning Falstad. Now you're only left with the Haka, but he doesn't really see play too much nowadays, and I don't think he will see play, not until his revamp that's coming in the next patch. Chirand, Abathur Illidan, together with the Tassadar. So they are looking for basically an all-in Illidan here together with a copy on him. He can be devastating. Ooh, and MVP Bronze here gonna go immediately and secure the Lily for their side. They're kind of help countering Illidan there. Interesting choice because I mean Lily is very strong against Illidan. She provides, she has the small mobility. She of course provides the most important part, which is the blinds. So she can really help negate a lot of the damage he does. Plus, Illidan is not a bursty hero, and Lily can, together with Morphir, and they can sustain for a very long time. So I actually love this pick by them. And they're going to secure Jaina as their backline there for the side of MVP Bronze. So far, the draft looks pretty solid. Chirand, on the other hand, still looking for a dedicated healer. Ideally, you'd want something with a burst heal, so you'll pretty much go with a Rhaegar together with an Illidan, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would skip an actual support because they have an Abathur already. So they will skip the actual support and they will go with the Johanna here. Interesting choice. I don't know if I agree with the Johanna. I mean, I can understand why you have like only Tessadar and Abathur as your Soida support. So you're looking for a tank with more sustain, but I would love to see something like a Muradin here instead. He provides the ability to dive. Plus, he has a lot of survivability, utility, stun. Like you can go for the healing clap later on the stages together with Avatar. Even Stone Form is not so bad of a pick with their setup, and he can have a ton of sustain. You go third wind on level 1, and you can disengage. Although how viable it's going to be with an Illidan comp, probably not so much, but still he can provide a lot of sustain. With damage. Okay, guys, and on the right side here we have MVP Braun with Flip on ETC, Dark Kaze on Jaina, Zeratul on Lily.
10 seconds.
A Tremming on Thrall and Howling Dust on Malfurion, and on the left side of the map here we have Nightmare on Johanna, Fons on Illidan, Lexi on Tassadar, Franks on Abathur, and on Li Ming, Smithsonian. So the map has started here, and again this is Cursed Hollow, so big map. Expect us to go to the, at least from the side of Chirand, to try and take it to the late game here, since they have the Illidan in their composition. They are looking to open up the map to be able to chase, so I don't think we should be seeing too risky of a plays. But you know, as I mentioned, at Illidan just casually going to the enemy's vision tower there, not a problem. A little bit of a risky play there, but of course not getting punished, as only Thrall rotated to the bottom lane there to secure the tower there. ETC with a slide on the Johanna, but nothing's gonna happen there. It is a Johanna after all, so nothing to be seen there. Lily, by the way, Timeless Creature, interestingly enough, on level 1, Timeless Creature, not looking for the prolonged fight there with Conjurer's Pursuit, but rather improving the Cloud Serpent. I really hope she doesn't gonna go for the Cloud Serpent build, because she really needs to, or at least I'd expect them to, choose the Lily as a specific counter for Illidan, so go over her blinds. Illidan there with the Johanna in the middle there, nothing too much. He needs to be really aggressive, Illidan, because ETC is in the middle there together with the Malfurion, together with the Jaina there, so they could easily just, gonna go for the power slide to get it to the roots, into the Blizzard there, and completely destroy him. His evasion, of course, doesn't work versus Jaina's Blizzard, so he needs to be really careful with how he engages. At the top lane, by the way, we do have here a Zeratul. Well, I mean, it is technically Zeratul here versus Tessadar, but it's actually a Lily versus a Tessadar. And in the bottom lane there, we have here the Thrall versus the Li Ming. The Thrall, of course, is going to have here the upper hand on the Li Ming, so long as he makes sure that he does constantly poke her with the Chain Lightning, avoid the missiles, and he should be golden on this lane. Ooh, and we do see here the ganking rotation possibly there. No, it seems like they are going to go here for the mercenary camps, for the giant camp. Sorry, it is the 2 minutes mark there, and they're immediately going to clear it. And this is fantastic calling, of course, by MVP Bronze. They are on timing here, as should be. And actually, let me just check that I actually do have voice. So let me read the chat. Seems like nobody's complaining about no sound. And yeah, okay. So sorry about that. I just made sure that the production value is, a little bit higher than Epic Source, and we're good. And so yeah, MVP Bronze has secured their Giants a little bit earlier than what you'd want to, but yeah, no harm done. And Illidan, of course, secured their Giant, and as the RNG god wants Chirand are actually gonna have here the upper hand as far as the giant RNG go, the spawn location of the tribute goes, because now their giant are pushing there at the top, and all of MVP Bronze actually have to rotate to the bottom if they wish to contest here. Ooh, and Malfurion is getting caught there by the Illidan there, but can they finish him? And yes, they can. So first blood here goes for Chirand there. Illidan is on the chase on the Jaina, and this is kill number 2 there for Chirand. Illidan does a lot of work there at the front line there, destroying Malfurion, destroying the Jaina, and tribute number 1 here would easily not would, but easily goes here in favor of Chirand. Fantastic opening for them, together with the fact that, again, the RNG kind of favored them. The tribute did spawn at the bottom lane, which allows them to easily rotate to the giants at the bottom to clear them. Just very, very strong and solid opening for them so far. The giants, by the way, at the top lane got a lot of value, together with Abathur already taking down the front wall there. And Lily just not enough to clear the wave here in a timely manner. So expect them to get a little bit more extra value there, maybe doing some damage on the fountain there. And this is actually a big deal, because if the next tribute will spawn at the top lane, which chances are it would, it means they won't have a fountain to regen from. But it seems like the fountain will, you know, survive at about 2/3 hit points, so it will be available for the next tribute. And we do have here level 7 available for Chirand, whereas on the side of MVP Bronze they don't have their level 7 just yet. They need a little bit more experience, otherwise they will be fighting here talent down, and this is not something they want to do, especially not against an Illidan that, you know, can really punish players when he is ahead. And we already see that Illidan is starting to chase there on the Malfurion, but he's getting kind of in an awkward position here between the ETC and the Thrall there. Tassadar is also low, very low on hit points, but he does have dimensional shift, will allow him to escape to safety. But Illidan does get the power slide. Tassadar, however, does get taken down eventually there. Illidan is also very, very low. Thrall is getting a lot of damage, but he should be able to survive here between the 2 healers that they have here on the side of MVP Bronze. And tribute number 2 there, ooh, and a nice power slide on the Li Ming will secure another kill here in favor of MVP Bronze. And they showed that the first tribute didn't matter, and it was an indication of anything here, because they immediately proceeded to kill 3 members of Chirand and secure, of course, the tribute in their favor. So tribute-wise, 1-to-1 here. XP-wise, they are pretty equal here. Of course, Chirand are at a slight lead here because they have the Abathur that allows for the double soak while the tributes are happening here, but not the biggest deal ever, because it seems like MVP Bronze are back in action here with those 3 kills and the tribute. Ooh, and we did miss here a kill on the Thrall there. My bad with this, apparently. So both teams are trying to do their best to soak all the lanes here. Jaina is rotating to the bottom lane there, making sure she doesn't miss too much of the XP. Of course, the fountain, the well at the bottom lane there was taken down there, so no tapping at the bottom lane if the next tribute will spawn again at the bottom lane or somewhere in the vicinity. And this is something to keep in mind if you're gonna have a prolonged fight. But from what we've seen so far, the fights are, you know, pretty quick here. Usually someone dies, or 2-3 people die pretty quickly, and that's pretty much it. So the 3rd tribute has spawned. This is by no means an important tribute, because no team can actually get a curse from it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see MVP Bronze, or actually either of the teams, skip it in favor to soak more XP so they can actually get to level 10 quicker. Jaina taking a lot of damage with the Illidan there at the backline, pretty much soloing there, but he will be forced to be he will force there to back off, as there's a lot of damage done onto him. And again, they don't actually have any dedicated healer. The amount of heals they have here on the side of Chirand is basically the only shield there, plus the little bit of sustain that Illidan gets from auto attacking. But no, Lily will be taken down there, and it is solo together with Jaina and Malfurion. And actually, Illidan, this is exactly the scenarios I was talking about. Illidan thrives in those cases where he needs to chase. Now, of course, the map isn't open just yet, but you could potentially see the devastation he could have wreaked on MVP Bronze if the map was actually open. They were so low there on the side of MVP Bronze. Every single member of them, except for maybe the Thrall, was very, very low there on hit points. So tribute number 2, it's gonna go here in favor of Chirand, and that means that the next tribute could be a potential curse for them, as well as, of course, they secured their level 10, but their lead before that was not big enough to the point where MVP Bronze won't get the level 10 before the next tribute. But they do have a level 10, and they do have a level advantage. So that means a little bit of scaling in their favor, and together, of course, with the ability to use their heroics, and MVP Bronze, of course, securing their own level 10, so they also have their heroics. Lily here with the Water Dragon, not a big surprise. I don't think they're looking for the Cup Sustain here, not with the Malfurion there. Malfurion with the Twilight Drink, Jaina with the Ring of Frost here. Thrall getting caught here in a bit of an awkward position there, and he will use Earthquake there on the Illidan together with the Twilight Drink by Malfurion. Can they secure the kill on the Illidan? No, Malfurion will instead will be taken down together with the Jaina there, and Illidan is so low on hit points, but they just are not able to finish him off. Wow. Red team dominated indeed, what the hell. And they are not going to be taking the tribute, they are going to be playing this very greedy, securing the boss here, and I like this choice. I like this choice a lot. They just had a complete team wipe there, and they will immediately going to go for the boss here and wait with the tribute for the last second, and there we go. Tassadar here at the top is actually channeling the tribute there, making sure that they can get the maximum amount of value possible there throughout the boss, and having the tribute, of course, which is now a curse, in their favor. So fantastic job by Chirand, and it seems like their strategy here, without having an aggressive tank to support Illidan, is actually working. But I mean, Illidan, let's be honest here for a moment, Illidan is doing a lot of work here, pretty much alone there. He just jumps to the backline there, and MVP Bronze just doesn't know how to respond to it. They had a good attempt there, the Earthquake together with the Twilight Dream there, but Illidan, it felt like not enough focus fire on him by the members of MVP Bronze, and he just managed to barely survive through the onslaught that was sent on top of him. Absolutely fantastic. By the way, ETC, we were talking about this before, how Stage Drive is really strong here, but instead he's gonna go with the Mosh Pit here, and you know what? It's not the worst decision ever, considering what they are suffering so far. ETC trying to get the Mosh Pit to get on the Illidan and possibly someone else, and there we go, Mosh Pit on the Illidan there together with the Joanna, but will be instantly cancelled by the Li Ming through a wave of force, and where they see the ETC being taken down there, Thrall 2 there, and Illidan is on the chase. They are so low, Jaina taken down there, Malfurion 2, and I think that they can just end this. Illidan together with the boss, and game number 1 here, fantastically I mean, I didn't like the Joanna pick, but apparently it worked out for them fantastically. Game number 1 here, in a pretty one-sided fashion, gonna go here in favor of Chirand there. Wow. Woo. The winner, and see if you know, see who wins. All right. Actually, can I just set it up now? Like, why not? Where is it? Didn't I set it up already? Ah, whatever. Let's do the contests. Set up. Edit. Let's do this 10 minutes. Alright, let's start this one then. We can have this one while we wait. Right? Yeah, alright, there we go. MVP Bronze, Chirand, alright. Okay, so I'll let the team know, both teams know that they can start when they're ready. So we'll just wait for them to start, and there we go. So MVP Bronze, respect Ben, I would imagine, against the Tassadar again. He's a really great hero because he just enables so many other heroes, plus enables extra playstyles for heroes that you would normally pick. Chirand again with the variant Ben. I'm really curious about the variant Ben, like why they prioritize him so much. I guess it's a hero they find really annoying to play against. And they will continue with their first pick here, which is going to be Zul. So Zul, not a big surprise of Tomb of the Spider Queen. What do we expect actually to see in Tomb of the Spider Queen? Let's begin with this. Let's do a little bit of a map analysis here, kind of go over the basics. So Tomb of the Spider Queen is a fairly small map. What you expect to see here is a 1-4 rotation. 1-4 means you expect to see one solo laner at the bottom lane, and then a 4-man rotation between mid and top. The reason why you want to have a 4-man rotation, a very strong one too, is because the rotation themselves, the waves that come every time you rotate between a lane, they also give you the gems. And the gems, of course, is what you need here is the map objective in order to turn in and get the web weaver for your team. So you need a really strong solo laner, and you want a very strong 4-man rotation, specifically one that have a very good wave clear, not just gank potential. You're not looking for ganks necessarily, but you're looking to out-rotate your opponent through wave clear, and Chirand already has it in their bag. They have a Zul, they have a Johanna, probably the 2 best hero you can have in this map for those rotations. They're gonna secure also Tychus, kind of to try and punish any overly aggressive tanks that we can see MVP Bronze already have. They have the Malfurion, they have the ETC. Of course, Malfurion not the tank, but the ETC. So they obviously want to play a little bit more aggressive through the power slide into the Malfurion roots. And Tychus is extremely well at punishing overextending tanks. So pretty solid opening here for Chirand. They still look for their solo laner and of course their support. So MVP Bronze are going to proceed with securing or banning Uriel, and Chirand going to secure a ban there on the Zeratul. Very interesting pick there. Not sure if I would prioritize Zeratul here. I mean, he can be strong. He is a very solid hero nowadays. He got the rework not too long ago, and he became a pretty solid hero overall. At least that's how I felt when I got to play him. So yeah, so MVP Bronze, let's see what their pick. They have the next 2 picks. They, of course, have their already frontline together with their support. They are looking for their solo laner, and there we go. We have a Thrall here. And of course, pretty much anything is a go-to with them. They do want some wave clear here though, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see something like a Jaina again, or maybe a KT, because they really want to have a strong wave clear to compete against the Zul and the Johanna. Otherwise they will fall very quickly behind on the rotations, and this is not something you want to do or can afford until the Spider Queen. And there we go, we have a pretty good wave clear here in the form of Gul'dan. Works pretty well with the Malfurion too, so you know, excellent choice there for their Chirand. Gonna have their next 2 picks here. They still need their solo laner there. You don't really want to put the Tychus versus the Thrall. He will just poke the Tychus endlessly at the beginning, and it's really not a good matchup for the Tychus. Of course, you can hold your own, like you can soak next to your towers and kind of make it work, but you will be losing the lane battle. So yeah, and there will be, okay, wow, whoa. Chromie. So Tychus is gonna be their solo laner, and Chromie is gonna be there for, I mean, I don't know. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say about the Chromie pick. Like, I have absolutely no idea what she's doing here. Like, I have no idea what's the purpose of her. I mean, sure, she can stall the turn in if she has the vision. She can do a really good job with that, but I mean, that's not a good enough reason to pick her here. I don't think so. I would have loved to see a strong solo laner instead of the Tychus, but I mean, okay. And MVP Bronze are gonna go with the Vala pick. Here's their last choice there. They're gonna secure their strong backliner together with the Gul'dan. So Gul'dan we have here for the wave clear, and Vala, of course, for the sustained damage from the back there. Alright guys, and on the right side of the map we have MVP Bronze with Howling Dust on Malfurion, Dark Haze on the Gul'dan, Zeratul on the Thrall, Flip on ETC, and Fenjal on the Vala. And on the left side of the map here we have Chirand with Phones on the Zul, Franks on the Brightwing, Nightmare on Johanna, Lexi on the Chromie, and our solo laner here is Mizonian on Tychus. So as we expected, we're gonna see here a 1-4 rotation here. Of course, not a big surprise from Chirand. They have the Johanna, they have the Zul, they have a very strong wave clear here on their side, but they have a fairly weak solo laner. I wouldn't be surprised here to see the Thrall going to the bottom. Not the Vala, not the Vala, the Thrall. Thrall? Thrall. I mean, I can get it. There are like 5 men here looking for some 5v4 action before the lanes actually meet, but it seems like Vala was kind of leaning toward the bottom lane, which I wouldn't like to see. And there we go. Thrall does rotate to the bottom lane, which is fine. So yeah, pretty normal rotation. But we can already see that they are... Chiranders have a much better rotation here on their side. The wave already got all the way to the tower, did some damage, drained some of the ammunition, and I mean, you can already see that the overall, like the point where they meet the waves is overall towards the red side. Ooh, and a nice combo there by the Chromie will take down Mafir there. Very powerful combo there, securing the kill there on the Malfurion there through the Chromie and Zul. So fantastic job by those two, being on top of their abilities, kind of syncing them together. And I mean, you know what? Man, MVP bronze. They are doing what they are trying. You know, they're doing what they need to do. They're trying to rotate here as fast as they can. There, they have a good wave clear, but of course not as fast, not nearly as fast as what Chirand has. So they will fall slowly but surely behind in their rotation. However, they do need to make sure that they are not taking too much damage in the process. Ooh, and power side by ETC, very aggressive, but no follow-up whatsoever to his slide, and he will be taken down there by the Chromie. Good job by the Chromie, and apparently, I mean, what the hell do I... She doesn't seem like it fit to the composition, but I mean... Again, as I mentioned, if they have a Chromie player that's very comfortable in his abilities, then it can work, and it's something that we do see here happen oftentimes on Hero Launch, where you simply play comfort picks, and it can really benefit you and pay in dividends. And I mean, so far Chromie 2 kills, and again follow up to the Zul roots there on the Vala, but I think she would be able to escape, and she did get some damage on her, but of course no kill there. And by the way, the bottom lane here, we can see here the fight between Thrall and Tychus. Not too much happening here. Tychus taking a little bit of extra damage there. Thrall should be able to win in the long run through sustain, but it seems like he's just walking into Tychus' minigun there. Not a good choice at all, pretty much ever. So he will actually take some damage, will be forced to tap there if he has tap available, and doesn't seem like he has, but he does have his self-sustain. Ooh, and Gul'dan will get stunned here by the Janna, but no fallout by the Chromie there, so no kill there for them again. I have to say though, Chirand are doing fantastic job with their rotation. They're completely on point there. I mean, we can also already see that the... Ooh, nice roots there on the Vala, but the Chromie combo was a bit too early there, and they won't time it up. So Vala will escape here without taking almost any damage. But back in point there, Chirand are on spot with their rotation. I mean, we can already see that the towers here at the middle and as well as the top are pretty much completely drained out of ammunition, which means that the minion waves are pretty much gonna walk all the way to the towers themselves there. And this can provide a big amount of problems here for MVP Bronze. As far as talents go, by the way, we haven't spoken about this. Nothing too special from either of the teams here. Thrall, of course, with the Chain Lightning. Their Gul'dan with the Corruption Quest, of course, into improved life tap. Not a big deal. Unfolding Spray for the Brightwing, together with the Pixie Dust, or Manic Pixie, sorry. Pretty standard from what I see here. Press Advantage for the Tychus into the Rhythm. Reinforce Low of Hope. Pretty standard talents there. Ooh, and the Tychus was taken down there in the bottom lane, by the way. But Brightwing is there to pick up the gem that he dropped. Ooh, Vala vaulting very aggressively there. Will be get punished by the Chromie there. Will secure the kill on her after the roots from Zul there. So Vala need to be very careful with how she vaults there, especially against the composition that we see here from the side of Chirand. They can lock you for long enough to ensure that Chromie can actually land her combo. And there we go, Gul'dan into Chromie combo again. And the Johanna, nice try there. So I have to say, Chirand with their communication in the team is pretty fantastic. I've already cast them in the past before, and they played the Zeratul Jaina, and they went for the wombo combo. Ooh, and another kill there by the Chromie on the... okay, man, I'm just gonna eat my words. What the hell Chromie did here, she doesn't make sense. She doesn't make sense, but she works fantastically for them. The Zul Chromie combo there is so good on their side there, and ETC will be taken down as well there. Will drop a lot of gems, and Vala should not be so greedy and will collect them and move backwards. But the first spawn of Webweaver is gonna go here in favor of Chirand, and I don't think anyone expected anything differently. And again, roots there on the Gul'dan, followed by a Chromie combo there, and we will just barely survive there. Nope. He will be denied. Gul'dan will be denied there, and another kill here in favor of Chirand, and they're already at 6-1 as far as kills go. Man, so much action going on. I need a moment to drink here. Alright, I'm back in action here. So I have to say, their communication is superb, really. I've mentioned it before, and I want to kind of finish the sentence what I was saying. I casted them in the past, and they went for Jaina Zeratul combo with the Void Prism Ring of Frost, and they managed to land every single wombo combo except for one. Every single wombo combo, every Void Prism followed by a fantastic Ring of Frost except for one. So fantastic job by them, obviously showing that they have the communication required to pull any sort of combo, and I mean that includes Bone Prison by Zul followed by Chromie Dragon Breath. So there we go, and Vala getting the combo on her, almost taken down there, surviving with about 100 hit points there. Wow. Fantastic job by Chirand. They managed to push all the way through the middle lane there, including the front wall of the keep there, so the middle lane is completely open now. Thrall is getting rotated by the Chromie, and he will be taken down there. Bye-bye Thrall, and bye-bye all the gems. I don't think they can rotate. Gul'dan is trying to rotate here in time, but I don't think he will be able to collect the gems, and this is a good amount of gem taken out there that Thrall collected. Wow, what a rough spot. They still don't have their level 10, and they need to be careful because Chirand, theoretically, they can go for another turn-in. They can easily go for another turn-in here. They still have the level 10 heroic advantage there. They have 18 gems in their favor, 33 already delivered, and you know, if I can do my math correctly, they have enough for a turn-in, just barely. So they should be able to secure a second turn-in in a row in their favor. But we do have level 10 here hit for MVP bronze. By the way, we didn't talk about the heroics taken here on the side of Chirand, but we do have Emerald win for the Brightwing, Temporal Loop for the Chromie, Skeleton Mages for the Zul, Drill for the Tychus, and Falling Sword for the Johanna. Interesting choices there, not a big surprise. You know what? Falling Sword, I might have been a bit surprised. I would have loved to see Blessed Shield, considering the way they played so far. They pretty much want to lock people in the position and build the potential for a combo for the Chromies. So Falling Sword would actually would have allowed for them to lock people down and make sure that the Chromie combos are going to be landing on them. Emerald Win has been used here defensively to disengage there. And of course Chirand, by the way, with their second turning in a row there, used their window of opportunity perfectly. And we have here the Skeleton Bones on the Throther together with the Chromie combo, again doing so much damage there, and this just puts so much pressure on the single Malfurion healer there that they have here for MVP bronze. And it seems like Chirand are looking to go straight to the middle keep here, pressing their advantage. They don't have a talent advantage, but they are ahead in resources. They have more hit points, they have more mana. They just did a really good combo on the Thrall, forcing him to go back and tap. They open completely the lane here for the middle Webweaver to go all the way to the keep. And yeah, keep number 1 here so quickly gonna go here in favor of Chirand, opening now the middle lane here for constant pressure by catapults in favor of Chirand. And wow, they're doing so much damage here. The top lane, by the way, already pushing towards the front walls here. They will take down the 2 towers plus the gate there, and all of a sudden the keep at the top lane is also exposed there. The prison, the Bone Prison will go on ATC, but no follow-up there by the Chromie there. Strafe has been used by Vala, but nothing actually happened with that. It's a very interesting choice there. By the way, ETC with a mosh pit, he can, and he is looking to go for some really great mosh pit. He needs to be really careful though with how he engages. And wow, fantastic job. Ooh, ETC with the mosh pit there, or trying to deny at least the Chromie, but nope, not enough. And Vala will be taken down as well as the Taikas here. So 1-for-1 exchange here, which of course favors MVP Bronze since they are so far behind there. The Bone Prison there on the throttle together with the Chromie combo there. Will secure another kill there in favor of Chirand there. What the hell is happening here? Chirand are just pressing their advantage. They're killing one member after another, and Malfurion there. Twilight Dream is sadly not gonna help you, my friend. And Bone Prison on the cooldown will secure another kill there. I'm completely losing my voice here. Sorry about that, guys. And another kill there, gonna be in favor of Chirand, and they are just not stopping here. ETC whiffs his power slide. They're not gonna be hitting anyone at all. Vala will vault away from the Chromie combo there. So Dragon Breath will not hit her. Oh, and Vala managed to just barely escape there with 100 hit points. She's trying to go back there to regen herself and eat. I just don't know what's happening here. I mean, Chirand stomping MVP Bronze here. They're just getting kill after kill on MVP's Bronze core here, and they could easily end the game here. It is a 5 vs 4 here. Of course, they have the defender's advantage on the side of MVP Bronze. They are fighting under the core there, but Malfurion is very low, and he should be taken down there by the Johanna, and he will be taken down there. Falling swords there. Paying there with the kill on the Malfurion, together with the kill on the Vala there earlier, and game number 2. I mean, game number 2, guys. Won by Chirand, and again in a pretty one-sided manner there. So props to them. Fantastic team communication there. Bone Prison into Dragon Breath, or yeah, into the Chromie combo every single time. Manages to punish Vala, Malfurion. Later on, when Thrall joined the main team, Thrall 2. Absolutely fantastic job by them.